As you guys know, I have been trying to upload frequently lately. I have found some motivation and I think this streak will continue for some time. What we'll go over today in this video is exactly how clothing skills work and which are the best for you. And also, if we can reach 500 likes on this video, that will let me know that you guys want more and I'll do more tutorials in Shinobi Striker. So without further ado, let's get right into it. What most people don't know is that usually skills make or break your build, but I'm gonna let you guys know something. In Shinobi Striker, it doesn't really matter that much sometimes, but on some classes, they are a necessity. So the first one is First Blood, which increases your secret technique gauge as you play. And not just as you play, because when you die, you get secret technique gauge as well. This skill can be used on all roles. Dog Determination is our next one, and it makes your enemy easier to combo. Basically what that means is your combo chain will be 2 hits higher than normal. The best class for this one is Attacker, and maybe even Tank, but mostly Attack. The next skill is Tenacity Rising, and it increases your chance of canceling enemies' ninjutsu with your own. So basically when someone shoots a Majestic and you shoot a Majestic back at them, they both usually would clash and cancel each other out. But with this top skill, it allows you to go through his and cancel it out, and if they're still standing there in that same spot, you will guaranteed hit them. There are still certain jutsus that won't go through each other, like Flame Bomb to Water Dragon. That's because even with the increased piercing damage, Water Dragon still has a higher piercing priority over that jutsu. You can use this on any class, but it should mainly be used on the range type. One Man Army, it boosts the close range attack power of the first hit. It's not a completely useless skill per se, but all it does is boost the first hit of a combo, which doesn't really work well in any class's favor. And the reason why I say that is because getting max damage off requires you to do multiple hits in the combo. Just the first hit being damage is not enough to get you a touch of death combo. You can get it with any other skill. If you were to use this skill, I would say use it with the attack type or defense. Power in Spades is our next skill up, and this one is as simple as they come. All you get is a 10% increase in ninjutsu damage. So whether or not you want to use this is up to you, and this one can definitely be used for any role. Next one is the Master of Medicine. It boosts the effectiveness of health recovery jutsu. Now, the mistake that people have is that this just applies to your teammates. However, it does not. It only applies to you who has the top one. Unless your teammates put it on themselves, they will not get the increased health recovery. Only you will. And it's increased by 10%. This top can most definitely be used by a healer, but to other roles I would not recommend it. Spiteful Spirit is our next one up, and this one increases the duration of status ailments for just a little bit longer. If you inflict someone with a flame control, the debuff usually lasts 10 seconds, but with this top it's increased to 12 seconds. This can be used on every role because every one of them has a status inflicting jutsu. The next skill is Lightning Speed, and this one boosts your base attack speed. Truth be told, the best class to use this on is Attacker with the Chakra Claws. For all my attack mains, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Go ahead and spin the block real quick. Reckless Charge is up next, and what this does is boost your base charge strength. Your charge strength has a set given base strength, however you can increase it only with this skill. But if you do, there are some downsides. You can't charge up as close as you normally can anymore, but you can charge from very far away like this. And this skill pretty much works on any role. Lastly, we have All Geared Up, and it boosts your ninja tool damage. Now, for all the people who don't know what this could be used for, use this on the range type with Sin Bones. Sin Bones do the most damage out of any ninja tool in the game. Now that we have the top skills out of the way, let's go with the bottoms. The one up next is the one that I will recommend the most, and that's going to be Robust Fighter. This one increases your base max health by 10%, and trust me, it's good enough for you to last a long time. At least much longer in this meta, because without max health, any attacker that knows what they're doing with this triangle spam will definitely get you in a one-shot combo easily. The next one up is In a Flash, and this increases your base movement speed. This is definitely the skill that you'll want for flag running, because if you've mastered moving correctly, this bottom skill will turn you into a flag running machine. Basically, you can use it on all roles because all roles have a flag running jutsu. Ready and Resolute is the next one, and what this does is it reduces ninjutsu damage taken. Next to max health, I would place this as second. Mainly because even though it's not used very much by people, if someone's cragging you with Majestic Destroyer Flame or anything of the sort that does high ninjutsu damage, you will take 10% less. Also, you can use this on any role. By the way, if you're noticing the trend, 10% seems to be the main value that they're using to express any given skill. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's very much true. But enough of that, let's move on to the next one. Superior Immune System is up next, and this one shortens the amount of time you suffer from status ailments. It can be used on any class, but truth be told, this can be very useful for those annoying people who like to run Inferno style, Amaterasu, and also Flame Control. It'll shorten any status ailment by 2 seconds. Next up is Clear Mind, and what this does is reduces your ninjutsu cooldown time. I myself do not think that this is a necessary skill because all it does is reduce the cooldown for any ninjutsu by 1 to 2 seconds depending on what the cooldown is. What this means is use at your discretion, but I do not think that this is a necessary skill. However, it can be used by all roles. Out of Thin Air is next, and this one reduces substitution cooldown time. This one may sound like a winner as you can escape from many scenarios. And you would be right, but the thing is, it only reduces your substitution cooldown by 10% again, like pretty much every buff in the game, which is about 1 to 2 seconds. Would I recommend it? Kinda. And like most of the other skills, you can use this for all roles. The next one up is Armed and Dangerous, and this reduces ninja tool cooldown time. Is this useful? I would say yes, because your ninja tool is very important in some fights, and just in case you want to get it back a little bit faster, you can definitely make use of this skill on any roll. But like I said, it's still 10%, which is 1 to 2 seconds less of a cooldown. The next skill is going to be called Indestructible, and this one boosts your guard. If you guys don't know anything about the guards in Shinobi Striker, they are powerful. Now imagine if you were able to hold that for just a little bit longer, you would be almost unstoppable if you could use it right. However, the game is so buggy and glitchy that sometimes things go through your guard and you don't understand why. So if you want my personal opinion, I would not use this as my bottom skill whatsoever. Drawn Taut is the next one, and this decreases Chakra Jump time. For those who like to run away and jump around, this is definitely your skill. Not my cup of tea, but I guarantee you that if you do need to run around, this is the perfect skill for you. And last but not least, for the bottom skills, it's going to be Untouchable, which boosts your attack evasion. Now, is this useful? I would say yes if you're a master of L2 dashes. And the reason I say that is because L2 dashes and evasion go hand in hand. That's basically what it's used for. Lastly, we're going to be looking at the accessory skills, and trust me, they are extremely useful. However, do not get it mistaken. These can be used on every single role. So without further ado, let's get right into it. The first one we're going to take a look at is Battle Harden, and what this does is it refills your health after knocking out an opponent. Perfectly good for a beginner, because as you get kills, you'll basically restore just a little bit of HP every single time. Vengeful Fury is our next one, and what this does is it boosts your close range attack power after your ally is defeated. Pretty self-explanatory and not one of my favorites, but it's something that you can use on any role. Next up is Renewed Focus, and what that allows you to do is break an enemy's guards much easier than normal. This can be used literally on any role at any time. Unbending Will is next, and what this does is it reduces your ninjutsu cooldown when your health gets low. Next up is Last Stand, and it greatly boosts the close range attack power when your health is low, mainly for attack types and defense types, because you have the best jutsu and the best buffs in the game for use whenever you're trying to get close range attacks in. The next skill, Back from the Brink, shortens your respawn time as soon as you die. So usually if your timer is 10 seconds, it'll shorten it down by 1 to 2 seconds. And the conditionals for that is things like Reaper Death Seal, Night Guy, and any other ultimate that gives you a longer respawn time. Next one up is Redoubled Effort, and what this does is it boosts your movement speed for a short period of time after respawning. Use this on any role and in every single mode. I guarantee you guys will not be disappointed. Next up is 1 in a Million, and this shortens ninjutsu cooldown when an enemy is knocked out. This one on ranges is one of the best, and this is because most ranged jutsu have shorter cooldowns than any other class that actually work. So if you're a ranged type, make sure to use this because this will definitely be your greatest ally as an accessory. Second to last is Opportunist, and this boosts damage of specific ninjutsu when your ally is knocked out. And to this day, no one knows exactly what ninjutsu they are because no one's tried it out. So do not put this on under any circumstances. And last but not least, we have the Lone Raging Wolf accessory, and what this does is it allows you to have a boost in max health only if you're solo in Ninja World League or Quick Match. And basically it's self-explanatory, so this is one of the better ones if you are a solo player. Rock out with this, change any accessory you have to the stat if you have the Rio, because you can stack max health on your pants on top of the max health on your accessory, so your max health will probably go up about 20%. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the video. Make sure if you guys haven't already to drop a like, comment, and sub. And also let me know down below what you guys think of the stats and what stats do you use in your builds. But like usual, you guys have a wonderful day and stay safe.